Hello, brothers and sisters of light and dark. Welcome to my page. My page is about common sense, so you don't have to go about through all that research and all that stuff. But I do research though. Okay. Well, I say light and dark. I mean that there's goodness on the dark side, and there's also wickedness on the light side. People disguise themselves, or beings of light disguise themselves as beings of light, which are really dark. I'm pretty sure you read that somewhere in your Bibles, okay? Which it is in there. Okay. Sheep's and wolves' clothing, okay? But anyhow, this video is going to be about the statistics on the murder rate or the criminal rate in the justice system, in the census. You know how they get them statistic polls on who commits the most crime in society, okay? Now it says that there's only 13% of African Americans, okay? Probably 1 point less or 1 point more. Doesn't matter, okay? A portion of those men, which are most likely attractive, are in jail, okay? So those attractive men who get caught up because they were smoking weed or in the wrong place at the wrong time, or basically just has some sort of domestic dispute, okay? Now, I've lived in the hood, okay? I lived in the redneck territories, and I've also lived with, a few Asians, okay? Chinese or Koreans, you want to call them, okay? And then, if you're sensitive, please get your ass off my page. Okay, you don't want to be on my page when I say motherfucker or shit. Okay, you got kids running around. Okay, no. Okay, now just get off the page. Okay, if you have any questions, you put it down below. Thank you for listening to my video. This page is, like I said, this video is going to be about statistics. You got to use common sense now here. Since you already know that blacks has been suppressed, okay? Suppressed actually all across the world, okay? Not just in Africa, okay? Because they've been suppressed because of the white man, okay? And the illuminated ones, you already know that, okay? The minerals and all that shit. They can't do shit over there. They don't have sophisticated weapons and shit like that. They're humans. They're a different species of humans. And if you go any other country outside of the skirts, okay, like in Iceland or Switzerland, you won't see their faces advertised. You won't see it, okay? Because there's a form of jealousy when it comes to that type of beauty and that complex of color, okay? I'm mixed, okay? I'm mixed breed and I can see it, okay? Looking at all the history, the recent history, it's just they've been suppressed. And there's a reason why they was being suppressed, okay? So now we're going to pass all of that other stuff, that common sense stuff, and go back to America. We're in America now. Think about it. They've been suppressed all this time. You could say more than 60 years. It's still being pressed right now, okay? Do you really think the white man wants, the black man to be highly claimed as highly intellectual? They're going to try to destroy it. They're going to try to get rid of most of them as much as they can, okay? They're going to try to, if you got all of these African Americans in the street, right? They're going to try to get rid of them as many as they possibly can, especially if they're highly attractive. Right? I told you this in my past now. White people have a tendency of being jealous, right? Or they have a complex with themselves. This person knows how to dance better than me. This person knows how to play basketball better than me. This person knows how to rap better than me, okay? Until recently, you got Eminem, you know what I'm saying, using sophisticated words and talk about his goddamn mama to be a goddamn superstar above most African Americans today, which is, a hint, they gave him that, you know what I'm saying. But of course, naturally, they're not going to tell you everything that goes along in the court system. Okay, so you got to have the understanding that African Americans live in an impoverished area. The only way to help them, as I said in one past video, is to, use the imperialistic tactic. And some black man has to be like the Black Panthers, and they were destroyed, okay? So they tried to use the imperialistic way of trying to help indirectly to the African American community, but they failed, okay? They couldn't do it, okay? There were also times when blacks actually had their own communities, but they failed also, okay? So since you understand this pattern, they're going to tell you that 52% of the free African Americans are actually causing most crimes. Of course, they're going to tell you that, but you got to understand what karma is, okay? So whatever they're doing to the blacks, it's going to reverse and flip back onto them, okay? So if you go into the court system, guess what? You got a white person shooting up a school, AK-47. You got a black person killing and slinging drugs in the hood, okay? Guess who's going to get thrown in jail faster, okay? And guess who's going to get more television, more televised, okay? Media coverage. It's going to be the black, okay? We're going to have these individuals be thrown in jail, okay? All right, okay? Now, me, I put a spell on that shit. I knew that one day The cops just gonna start killing some Negroes, okay? And that, I knew my magic wasn't, I thought it wasn't gonna work, okay? But it did, okay? I was phenomenally well, okay? You know, I was like 17 when I cast this goddamn spell. Left the fucking country and came back and all this shit was going on. I was like, kind of, maybe I knew this shit was gonna happen, okay? Cops killing the little black children and shit, you know? And I'm like, you see it on TV. They put, whatever they put on TV is a downfall for African American community because they have no chance in the fucking court system. They don't have any money or any knowledge to defend themselves. So you have to use common sense there. You have white people or white Caucasoids shooting up anything. They have the better lawyers. They're not going to be televised on TV, and they're not going to tell you. Okay. Now, though I lived in the hood, okay, I have heard many shootings. Okay, and I lived in the redneck area, and they don't shoot as much. Okay, so that's what's, you know, I just think it's just particularly how they was raised, okay, and what they got around them, okay. Because African, the white man gives them guns and give them the drugs, okay. They do the same thing in the redneck territory too, but they're not. It's genetics, okay. Let's put it like this: whites have a different genetics than blacks, okay. Because I said before, if you study human behavior, you will definitely understand, okay, what I'm talking about here, okay. Now you got lower end, low IQ African Americans in the hood, okay? They have guns and they've been enticed to kill one another, okay? They've been enticed to kill one another because of money, okay? But the Italians also did some wicked stuff too now, okay? And then you got to go to what the KKK did, okay? And guess what? They got privileges. It's called white privilege, and I'm pretty sure y'all all know about white privilege now. Okay? They're not going to advertise everything what a white man does, okay? This is their country. This is the Republican Tea Party country, babies. Yeah, if you had like 100% of blacks and 100% of whites, okay, and they both was basically had the same genetic genome, traits, okay, I'm talking about traits, baby, traits, characteristics. They're two different personalities, baby. Okay, I know what the fuck I'm talking about now. Here, you got a goddamn question? Just put the fucking question down. Don't say I'm an idiot because I've been raised around them, and if you have been, you tell me your opinion about it. I don't go on opinions. Okay? I just think there's a certain personality trait that fits with certain genomes. And if a person is more black, they're going to have this certain swag or some kind of ego problem with their head. Whites also have this ego problem too, but they do it a different way. They cover their own asses. They cover their own people. Blacks don't do that kind of shit, okay? Blacks don't cover their own people, okay? All my life, all my research, all the things I've done, every time I see a Negro in the street, walking around and shit, it's like some kind of swag or something. I want to show it off, but whites also have it too, and in their own particular way. Okay, so this, instead of just looking at it like that, like 52% of half of the blacks like causing all the domestic crimes, think about how privileged white people are. Okay, so they won't be advertised. Okay, in the media. Okay, you know, but sometimes they'll put their own people. But usually, when you hear a white person doing some crazy, they do some heinous shit like AK-47s, bulletproof armor. Come on now. Come on now. They got the AK-47s. You got Negroes just shooting 9mm and doing some weed. Come on now. Come on. Something don't make sense now. They got the AK-47s. They the ones who are armored up and shit. Okay? Like Hollywood, baby. You see these little kids coming to school with AK-47s saying it's blaming it on video games? All right, now. That's about the statistics. But you also got to understand what karma and dharma is, you know? Sometimes a lot of African Americans, including whites, will get what's coming to them, even though they may not seem that they deserve it. The parents probably did something. Okay, I talked about karma dharma in one of my past videos. Well, maybe it's just karma dharma. Okay, you know, a child dies and a baby dies, okay, but you understand what the parents did. What did the parents do? Okay, so they're gonna suffer for a time being. Okay, everybody's gonna come back. Everybody's gonna be reborn. Okay. But thank you for listening to my videos, brothers and sisters of light and dark. Ignore the statistics. Ignore the past and history. If you ignore the past and become yourself and help one another, everything will be all right. Don't worry about them statistics. 13% is causing a lot. All of the fucking crime. And they forgetting about the Latinos, MK13. Okay. What do you call it? What's that? The Latino gang. They're more stronger than the goddamn Bloods and the Crips. Okay. Now, I think it's called MJ14 or something like that, Hispanic. Peace and love to you, brothers and sisters of light and dark. I don't want to talk about gangs. Peace.